Hello, guys. As you can see, kind of like feeling very tired. Maybe mixed emotions. I'm kind of like having mixed emotions now, and I'll share with you guys why I'm having these mixed emotions. As you can see, I'm wearing my CHN uniform, and I want to let you guys know that today is gonna be the last day that I'm gonna be wearing this uniform. Today we ended our community health duty, and yeah, for those that might not really be abreast or aware of what we do as community health nurses, and I would like to maybe give a simple explanation of what community health nurses are. Sometimes people try to say that community health nurses and public health nurses are the same. The term public health nursing was coined by someone known as Lillian Wald, according to Wikipedia. So people would always ask, what is the difference? And in as much as people try to offer distinction between community health duty and public health duty, so let's see if we can maybe offer some form of distinction, even though they are very, very close. Public health nurses, what they do is that they review historical records, scientific studies, and population data to determine how to prevent injuries or illness and promote health across populations. But in contrast, community health nurses focus more on the resources that the community members have access to that support health and well-being. So, in other words, community health nurses, they work outside the hospital setting and they interact directly with the community where they are assigned. So you might ask yourself, then what is the primary focus or the primary function of community health nurses? The primary function of community health nurses is that they primarily focus on promoting and preserving the health of that population. And so, in other words, if you're a community health nurse in Dagupan, your responsibility is to promote and to preserve the health population of Dagupan. And this also includes educating the community about healthy lifestyle choices, disease prevention, and health maintenance. Diba? Yeah, so we started let me just share my experience so far. The purpose of making this video is to share and highlight my experience as a community health nurse during this period, our duty. Like, let me share what I experienced, things that I have learned, and things I have come to acquire over this period of time. So last year, around November, we had our 2022, we had 2023, we had our pinning and capping 2023. So after our pinning and capping, pinning and capping is just a ceremony to officially make students student nurses. And one of the things that symbolizes that you are now a student nurse is this, your nameplate and your pin. So after our pinning and capping, our professors, our instructors started getting us prepared for our community health nursing duty. And prior to you guys being sent out to go and have this experience, one of the things that they will teach you guys is what we call the OB bag technique. So as student nurse, when we are going for this community health nursing assignment, we carry with us our OB bags. So our OB bags contain our simple paraphernalia that we would need when we meet these clients in these assigned communities. And those things are very, very essential. So our teachers taught us how to make use of this OB. So during this OB bag technique, one of the things that is very, very fundamental is teaching you guys how to manage your bags so that you wouldn't be able to transmit or carry diseases around. So the teachers would teach you guys basically how to handle it. And luckily for us, over here at LNU, we had great teachers who really taught us how to make use of our OB bags. So we learned everything. And I can remember the first time they taught us about the technique for the OB. Our prof then asked us who would be the first student to at least to show a rate them on what she had already taught us. I could remember raising my hand. I walked up to her and I said, "Ma'am, let me try it." Yeah, I told her I'm going to try it. The reason why I did that was because I believe that perfection is a psychological disorder. I believe that it is always good to try things out. I'm one of those people that if you guys really notice, I'm not a shy guy. I like learning new things. I don't really mind making mistakes. I believe that mistakes or failure can also be a form of success because failure also projects you. If you are wise and humble enough to learn, it can bring you closer to the shore of success. So I walked up to her and I was like, "Ma'am, everything that you taught us right now, I grabbed them. Please, can you allow me to do the read them?" And I did it, and she was very, very well impressed with what I did. So after that, I became more confident of my ability to at least showcase what I've learned. So I remember when it was time for us to go for the community health nursing, my section were assigned at San Fabian. San Fabian, yeah, at a barangay called Kayangan. Hello, guys. Forgive me if I can, if I might not be able to mention the names the way a typical Filipino would do that. I'm so sorry, but pardon me, please. So I think it was at Kayangan, San Fabian. So the first day we went there, I can remember our prof then, Ma'am Christine de Guzman. Yes, Ma'am Christine de Guzman. She's no longer with us. We miss her though. So we went there for orientation at San Fabian Kayangan. Kayangan, yeah, yeah. We went there with a jeep. Uh, I really enjoyed that jeep ride. I'll tell you guys one of the reasons why I enjoyed that jeep ride. It's, I'm one of those people that advocate for unity or why people should do things together. Each time that I travel with my classmates, I feel this sense of unity and camaraderie amongst us. And I felt it that day. So we rode the jeep and we went to the barangay at San Fabian. I think we all contributed money that day. My class president then was Ivan Palma Enrique. He's such a great guy. And our vice president was Ralph, who happens to be my current class president now. So those guys have been some of my best class presidents so far. If I should rate my best class president, I would say since I came to this school, my best class president has been these two guys, Ralph and Ivan, and one other girl. My first class president, first semester, first year, section E. You guys know her. She's so nice. Um, so I think we paid. How much did we pay? I can't remember vividly how much we paid for the jeepney. Was it 50 pesos? Yeah. So we went there. On our way to San Fabian, we realized that we all wouldn't fit in. So I and Ivan, we had to like squat somewhere at the edge of the bus. We had to like, yeah, we had to make ourselves uncomfortable. And this is another thing I also want to say. As a student, you don't always have to expect comfort. Diba? Um, Always expecting comfort to be served at you is recipe for disaster because we are heading into the real world. So it's okay to be uncomfortable sometimes. That is why it is also important to avoid leaning and staying in your comfort zone. Diba? So after the orientation at the barangay, we were assigned, yeah, we were given survey forms. So these survey forms, um, it was given to us, so we had to be in pairs. So the survey forms basically is a form that we had to use for a guide. So it is where we would put basic data of or information of the clients that we would interview during that community health nursing setting. So we had to include data like their religion, health challenges they might be having. So the first day we went there, I was assigned with. I remember the first guy that I was assigned to go out with. That was Mark. You know, Mark is one of my classmates that is very, very taciturn or reticent. When I say the taciturn or reticent, he hardly speaks. So, but he's very, very humble. That's one of the things I admire about him. So I went with Mark that day. Mark was very, very pivotal for me. He was very, very helpful. I think that day we were asked to interview two, yeah, two clients a piece. So he had to interview two, and I think I also had to interview two. And the first person that I interviewed happened to be a member of my church. But that family, they were members of the church in San Fabian. Okay, sorry guys, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or what you guys refer to as the Mormons. Yeah. So when I met them, I was very, very happy. You know, that feeling of getting to meet those that share the same religion with you. So we spoke about everything, and it went well. And there were some individuals that I met that I couldn't really understand what they were saying, but Mark was able to help me to translate some of the things that they had to say. So after that, we had to go back to our meeting place, which was at the barangay. So after reporting to our CI, we got dismissed and we had to go back to our places of residence. Some students had to go back to the school to sort one or two things out. But that day, I was so tired. I went home. I'll tell you guys one of the reasons why I was so tired. If you are going for a community health nursing, it is very, very vital that you have certain things that are very, very essential. One of them is umbrella. You have to always make sure you go with an umbrella because of it is always mine it, subrang in it. That was the first time I learned that word, subrang. Who taught me that word? It was Nikki. Nikki Oxan. Yeah, Nikki Oxan. She was one that taught me that word, mine it. So subrang in it. It was so hot. And first day I didn't go with my umbrella. But second day, I learned my lessons. I learned my lessons. So the second day we went there, and as usual, I was paired with Mark, Jason, Panelio. And on that day, it was kind of like different. Let me tell you why it was kind of like different. We we well, another girl was assigned to join us. It was more like a threesome. Okay, when I say threesome, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Hey, you guys should think. righteously. So it was me, Mark, and another girl in our class that I respect so much, Sweetheart May Ramos. Yeah, Sweetheart. Sweetheart. I got to meet Sweetheart during second semester first year when we were in um BHSN 1H. She was my classmate then. That was how I got to know her. Yeah. So she's also a nice girl. She hardly speaks, but when she speaks wisdom, and she's a very nice girl. So the three of us had to go out. So we had to take vital signs. As you can see, yeah, we took vital signs. She reached her goal, I reached my goal. So that was it. So when we were coming back, I don't want to mention this guy's name. I placed a bet. Um, they challenged me to give one of the girls in school a flower. I was like, bro, I can do this. I'm not shy. I can talk to any girl that I want. I can talk to any one of them. They were like, we dare you. Can you do that? I'm like, okay. So as we were walking down back to the barangay, I went to get a flower. I just plucked it out from the tree, from the tree, and I was like, bro, watch me out. And I walked up to the sister. I was like, hey, the cow maganda. And I gave her the flower. She was like, I don't want to mention her name. You guys know her. For those that have close to me, I have mentioned her name many times. When people ask me, Promise, who is the most beautiful girl in Lyceum? I was like, yeah, she's the one. Yeah, no doubt. She's the prettiest girl in Lyceum. No doubt. So I gave her the flower. I think she was receptive, but I made her to know that, yeah, um, my intention of giving you this flower was not to share amorous tendencies. It wasn't to give you other ideas. Because another thing that I'm understanding here is that, sorry to say this thing, guys, I think like a huge cultural difference when you try to be nice to a girl, it's likely that they might perceive you to be trying to shoot at them or trying to make advances at them. So that's one of the things I've learned here. Because where we come from, guys and girls can talk easily. Even if they are in a relationship, they can still talk. But here, even if you're trying to be nice to a girl, she might be getting other impressions about you. She might think this guy is trying to hit on me. So when I gave her the flower, like, hey, yeah, when I said you're pretty, it's coming from my heart. You're cute. And I can't deny that. So she took the flowers and she smiled. I'm like, yeah. So after that, I went to my guy and I was like, bro, I did it. I did it. So that was it. Um, yeah. So after that, we went to two or more trips, and that was it for us for that semester. That was first semester, second year. And second semester, second year, we don't have CHN. I think CHN is just first semester, second year, and third semester, first year. So second semester, second year, first semester, and third year, first semester are for community health duty. So I'm in my third year now, and this is the first semester. We just had our last community health nursing. So that was why I said earlier that is more like a bittersweet experience for me because I'm not going to wear this uniform anymore. This is going to be the last time I'm going to be wearing this uniform. So for this semester, it was different. We had different instructors and we had different place of assignment. So my first instructor for CHN when I was in second year was Ma'am Christine de Guzman. This semester is Ma'am Mayonin. She's very kind. She's cool. She's very, very kind. She's cool. I'm very, very observant with most of the teachers that I meet around. And she's very, very kind and she knows how to pass her message. That's one of the things I admire about my Mayolin. Yeah, so our primary place of assignment was Bued, Kalashao. I have been to Kalashao, but I've never been to Bued. So it's a very big barangay. So the first the first day that I went there, it was my Mayolin and her husband. They drove me in their red car to the barangay and she gave us the forms to fill. Then we went to meet some of our clients. The first guy that I went out with was Gerard Polek. Yeah, it was Gerard. Yeah. So, and Gerard is the guy. Gerard is another guy that doesn't talk much, and I don't know why I'm always assigned to go out with guys that don't really speak that much. Because for me, I'm very bold. I can talk the way I want without caring about the consequences. So I don't want to use the word that I don't want to say I'm verbose, but it's just that I am. There's a difference between being a talkative and being expressive. I'm naturally expressive, but these guys, they're not. But I think I also understand one of the reasons why they might not be that expressive as I am. Maybe because of the language barrier. Um, yeah, Filipinos can speak English, but the problem is that sometimes they convince themselves that they can't speak English. And they convince themselves that they are going to make mistakes. And that is one of the things I try to correct them. Hey, bro, English is not your first language. English is also not my first language. So it is okay and it is natural to make mistakes. Diba? So that is one of the things I wish I can help them to understand. People can make mistakes. So the first day we went, we took vital signs, we filled our forms, did some health teaching, So my last community health, the last time we went there, I met some very weird people. I remember someone asking me, "Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a wife?" And I said, "Yeah, I have a wife." She said, "Really?" She asked me, "How many wives do you have?" I was like, "I have 5 wives." She was like, "Oh, Babayero." So when she said that, I was like, "Oh," I laughed so hard. I said, "Why are you calling me Babayero?" She said, "You have 5 wives." Then I was like, "Then why did you ask me if I have a wife?" She said, "I wanted to know. I want to introduce you to my daughter." I was like, "Is she tall?" She said, "No." Then I said, "I'm not interested." So that is just me being jovial and being friendly. After that, I just tried to clear the air and I was like, "Hey, ma'am, I don't have a wife. I have none of that." So she understood me. Then after that, we had then we started planning for our last um, meeting, our last community health duty event. So it was held at the Bued Barangay Hall outside at the basketball courts section. I think we and section F, right? We had to be merged together for we had to be merged together for that. So that was it. So ever since then, it has been more like a bittersweet experience. But bitter in the sense that I will not wear this uniform again. Yeah, I wouldn't wear this uniform again. So, and I would also have to focus on other subjects. Yeah, I would also have to focus on other subjects. That is it. Yeah. And sweet in the sense, like I was saying, like I said, I will have to focus on other subjects, focus on MS. MS is giving us problems. So that's it, guys. That's it. So I really had fun. I really had fun. Yeah. I learned a lot so far, and one of the things that I can say that I've learned as I've gone to interview people or I've gone to meet people is that life has really taught me like the importance of gratitude. I was able to meet those that are praying to have what I have, even though I'm not being too grateful enough to God. But when I met such people, I saw that they never allowed their conditions to make them question the love God has for them. But they were doing everything with so much vigor and so much happiness. This community health duty also taught me the importance of good communication skill and respect. Because you cannot go to someone's house without being respectful. Because when you go to people's house, you have to greet them. You have to say hi, hello, Paul, hello, Paul, so those kind of stuff. And you also have to have maintain teamwork. There should be team spirit because you are usually paired. Or this is why they pair us. It does not show that we are kids. This is one of the things I also want to let students know. Our teachers they understand that when we are paired, there are advantages to that. And one of the advantages that will build better camaraderie and team spirit. And I think this is my opinion. I think the most important reason for them to pair us is to foster security. They want us to be very safe. Yeah, so I think that's it. So this has been my experience so far. And I tried to dance today. I tried. I tried to dance. But I just realized that I'm an old man. I can't dance. I don't want a situation where if I dance, they will make fun of me. So that's it, guys. Community health duty. Thank you so much. So I thank all our profs, all our teachers, the LNU, the College of Nursing, our profs for these wonderful opportunities for us to have this once in a lifetime experience. So this community health nursing experience is something that will live with me for the remainder of my life. So I want to say thanks to the other students that might not think that I'm too friendly towards them. I also want to thank them. I want to thank everyone. I want to say thanks to you guys. I learned from you guys directly and indirectly. So, Maramin, Salamat, or goodbye, CHN. Goodbye.